Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sports Talk Stonington. My name is Ben Barber. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, Caleb Lupinacci. Caleb, you are becoming the voice of the Stonington Bears. How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Not a bad way to, end my Thursday here, or I guess start because we got
Yeah,
another
absolutely,
game
absolutely.
here on
Hey,
three,
by
two,
the way,
one.
kayfabe, this is Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning right
Oh
now.
yeah,
Saturday morning right now.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm losing track,
He's losing track of time. It's Saturday morning right now.
man.
That being said, all right, it's Thursday night when we're recording this, but you had a fantastic, let's talk about the week that was right now for the Stonington Bears boys and girls teams. Let's go boys first. They were coming off of a loss on Sunday against St. Peter's boys school. But they got the win last night. Ended up being big, 82-66. So it looks like a big win on paper, 82-66. Maybe didn't feel that way as the whole game was going on. What'd you think?
Yeah, Ben. I was just saying that basically that score isn't really indicative of how big of a blowout the game was the whole time. It was neck and neck up until late in the fourth quarter, where the Bears they just completely took the lead just on defense and offense. And that whole time, it felt like neither team had really been playing defense. The Bears had been struggling to protect the perimeter with their 3 points or the 3 point attempts they were allowing. But once they figured out how to slow that down, and once they figured out how to shut down their paint offense, where they were just getting in front of them, getting some big blocks, getting some turnovers, just forcing the Lancers really just to give the ball back to them, that's when they were able to create some of their own offense and kind of just even out the score and end up going on that run that put them almost to a 20-point win against them. So,
Yeah, a 20-point win that doesn't feel like a 20-point win, but it is kind of the best. Actually, I had one of those last night, Cheraho versus SK, neck and neck the entire time. SK girls go on a 16-0 run. It was literally tied at the end of the third quarter. Start of the fourth quarter, 16-0 run, ends up being a 20-point game. Looks like a blowout on paper, not a blowout at all. With the feel of the game, which is nice. I like a big, comfortable win, but I want it to be entertaining the whole way through. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, no, I think those are definitely like the really just the highest quality games. I mean, I was thrilled just watching like one team be like, okay, they got this in the bag. I mean, I was saying the whole time there was a lot of time. So the lead kept changing because it was so close and it felt like it was anyone's game. And it really was. Even late in that third quarter, still felt like the Lancers they had a little bit of a lead, but it still felt like Stonington could come back. And I just wasn't expecting the Bears to have such an aggressive mindset change. They took a couple of timeouts. I'm sure their coach was hyping them up.
Well, yeah, Coach Jay Rosencroft, incredible coach. I mean, what he's done this season alone, they have a 9-3 record right
Oh
now
yeah,
as of last night, and really sensational. They looked incredibly impressive in the Westerly Community Credit Union holiday tournament. I know that you were in Cranston for
oh
those.
yeah.
You were doing the Cranston Classic, and we had the Westerly team covering those with the great Ken Collins and Dan LaBelle. But and you were my eyes and ears in Cranston. But they've looked impressive the whole way through. They made it to the finals, of course, of that. The only teams that they've lost to this year, Griswold, NFA. NFA has looked really good all year long, and of course, St. Peter's Boys School a couple days ago. As you're watching this, there will be another game as they are playing Friday night in East Lyme, away at East Lyme. That should be a good one. Um, what do you think the key to the Bears' success moving forward is?
Yeah, I think they have to perform like they were doing in that late fourth quarter action. I mean, they have a pretty good offense, but it doesn't really matter when you're allowing the team you're playing to get just unlimited 3 point attempts and just eventually you're going to start knocking them down. They had a player for the Lancers, and he was just on fire. He just took control. But the minute the Bears figured out how to stop that, it was like a completely different ball game at that point. I mean, they, like I said, they started getting turnovers. They started getting plays in the paint, going for some good layups and drives, and just kind of, like I said before, creating their own offense to answer that. So I think the key would be just keeping that defensive mindset that they had in that fourth quarter and applying it to against that team or any other team they play later in the season. So
Yeah, absolutely. Next week they are home Tuesday and Saturday. They're home against Wyndham and against Ledyard. Tuesday against Wyndham at 7 p.m. and on Saturday against Ledyard at 1 p.m. Should be great, and we are looking forward to covering more Bears basketball. I know you are.
oh yeah, it was thrilling actually. They're a fun team to watch. I mean, they got height, they got power. It's just some really good quality basketball right there.
They really do. They really, really do. And it is. Hold on, let me make sure that I have his name right. It's Elijah, right? It's Elijah Cornell.
Elijah Cornell, yeah.
And how tall is he?
Probably about 6 or 7, maybe.
He's about 6'7". He's 6'7", yeah, and incredibly impressive. And he's only a sophomore.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's a young talent right there. I mean,
absolutely,
he was
absolutely.
He was a playmaker for them. Even if he wasn't scoring, he's got the height on people, so he can just scoop it around, find people that are open if he's being double teamed.
Yeah.
He can just push by people, without getting a foul, because that's just him. He's just that physicality that each team needs a player like that. So I think he's a big asset for the Bears, and they really got to play around him on offense and defense.
Absolutely. Let's move over to the girls' side of the equation, shall we? The Stonington girls, they by Coach Solar, they had a lot of seniors that graduated last year. So when you look at how they're going to do, you really start to go like, are they going to be able to compete at the level that they have been, right? Because they've been sensational. They've made it deep into the ECC playoffs every year recently, and they're right in the mix again at 6-5 right now. They have big wins over Guilford, Waterford, Wyndham, South Kingstown. They won again against South Kingstown in the preliminary matchup of the WCCU tournament, Westerly Community Credit Union tournament. We were happy to cover that game. Fantastic game. And we got that big Westerly Stonington rivalry, right?
Oh yeah.
They ran into a buzzsaw with Westerly. The Westerly girls are having a year like I've never seen the Westerly girls have. So that is not indicative of Stonington, and they played them close, a lot closer than I think the final score in that game, in that finals game of the WCCU tournament, was 59-36, right? So 23 points, a little bit of a difference, right? Last night, the West Warwick Wizards, who are a good girls basketball team, lost like 60-10 or something.
Oh my goodness.
Against the Bulldogs. So like it's a really that's not indicative of where the Bears are at. The Bears have been scoring in bunches. As you know, this past week they suffered a loss on Tuesday against Ledyard at home. They got a win against East Lyme last Saturday. So they're they got 2 losses in a row, then a win, then 2 losses in a row, then a win, then a loss. But it's going to be really interesting. Friday night, which will be last night as you're listening to this, they are away against Killingly. Killingly is a tough team in any sport, no matter what you're facing. So that should be good. And then Monday, they're back home against East Lyme. And then they're away once again against Wyndham the following week. So it'll be really, really, really interesting to see where this girls basketball team goes. They have some great playmakers on their squad as well. Leah DePerry, the only senior on the team. That tells you how young they are, right? Like definitely. Leah DePerry is the only senior on the team, and Sophia Hoinski, who is one of the best basketball. She's so fun to watch. Sophia Hoinski. She's their center. She is the only junior on the team.
Wow.
So they have one senior, one junior, and the rest are underclassmen. Yeah, so it's kind of incredible. They have Addison Cadmus, a lot of really great players. Cora Babin has stepped up a lot this year. Just a number of great young players, but they are a young team, right? We saw that, Dan LaBelle, obviously, Coach LaBelle. Coach LaBelle for the Cherahoe girls team is a member of the 321 family here. You can catch him every week on Sports Open Mic. He went through something very similar, right? Where Cherahoe was up and up and up in the ranks. They got deep into the playoffs, in that championship mix, move up to Division I. All their seniors graduate. Now they've had a very young team for a couple years.
Right.
And it's hard, you get into that cycle of regrowing. And when you're looking at a team with 15 players on it and 2 of them are upperclassmen, it's difficult. And to be at 6-5, I think the Stonington girls have done a tremendous, tremendous job so far this year. And I can't wait to talk to more of them. Have you gotten a chance to see the girls in action yet this year?
I don't think I have. So
Okay.
I'm very excited to call one of those or do the camera or produce.
Well, you'll be calling one this week. So we're very excited about that. The player of the week is the next thing that we want to get to. You had a chance to call the game last night. Who was your Ed French and Son player of the week?
Oh yeah, it was our Flying Hoof player of the game. But
Flying Hoof player of the game, yes. Flying Hoof player of the game. By the way, thank you to Flying Hoof. But who is your? You can give it to somebody else, by the way, too.
I was gonna say I think I'm going to have to do that because I had a hard time picking for the Bears, and informally for the Lancers as well. But for the Bears, there were so many. I ended up giving the Flying Hoof player of the game to Brady O'Neill. But he was by far not the only one making some noise.
Well, tell me about Brady O'Neill. Tell me about the Flying Hoof player of the game. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. You want to dance? We should dance first, right? We should dance.
Let's get down at the Flying Hoof. 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Woo!
All right, let's talk about Brady O'Neill, our Flying Hoof player of the game. I love that song, by the way.
That's a great one. Great one right there. Just like how Brady O'Neill is a great basketball player, senior guard, just playing it off really, really cool the whole game. Just doing whatever his team needs, whether that be like a playmaker where he can move the ball around and try and call some plays for his team and just make sure everyone gets open and takes the best shot they can. Or he'll do it himself. I mean, I saw him knock back a couple threes, he went in the paint and drove through and got a nice couple of layups. I mean, he was just all over the place on offense and defense.
Awesome.
He was always the one at the top of the key if they were doing a full court press. Just trying to do the best he could all throughout the game. And I saw that in both halves. So that's why I personally gave him our Flying Hoof player of the game, because he was just all around that day. But
fantastic. All right, who's going to be the player of the week for you?
I would definitely have to give the Ed French and Sons player of the week to Elijah Cornell. I mean, that talk about making an impact. Brady O'Neill did that, but so did Elijah Cornell. Just the absolute powerhouse where he was able to get the rebounds. He was able to drive through if he had to. He was able to take some three-point shots. I saw him in the corners. Like most people don't expect like a center, power forward type of player to have that kind of shot, but
no,
clearly he did.
But when you get to the next level, right? Like people that are 6'7" are doing those types of things, right? You look at like a Kevin Garnett is 6'10" or whatever he was, and being able to step back and hit the three. So you I think Michael Jordan is like 6'6", 6'7". Like
Yeah.
they're tall basketball players should be able to do those things, right? Like not so just because he stands out on the high school basketball court, he's only 10th grade too.
Yeah.
Like that boy's got some growing left
Oh,
to
yeah.
do.
No,
You know what I mean?
He could very
Like,
well hit the 7-foot mark. And I mean,
that's
be
impressive. So the fact that he can
amazing.
ball like that is
yeah. Oh, it's very impressive. Like,
yeah.
I think it's really cool to see that. Just any sort of athleticism from anyone is impressive to me. I mean, but
You saying you're not that athletic, Caleb?
I had my heyday. I had my heyday.
Okay.
Now
I know
don't-
you were a soccer fiend, right?
Yes, yeah. I was
Where'd you graduate from? What's your alma mater?
Westerly.
It is Westerly.
Yeah. But I ended up. So there was a lot of stuff going on.
But you didn't play on the Westerly team.
No, I did not. Yeah, I ended up playing because there was a lot of stuff going on with the roster. There were some management changes, so it was a kind of a mess. Not anyone's fault, but it was just like something I wanted to like remove myself from because I wanted playing time.
Sure. Name names. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
I
We're the least
honestly could not even
controversial.
tell you.
We are the least controversial network ever.
But I had I ended up playing for the Ocean State Waves club team up in Wakefield.
Oh, nice.
And I played up, so I was 15, 16 playing with guys that were 19, 20, 21.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I had people that were like double my height. And I was still, I hadn't quite hit 6 foot yet, but I was still pretty tall.
And Caleb's a giant. If nobody knows,
I'm not like Elijah Cornell 6'7". Like I wish that would be so cool. I think it's so cool when people have that height and they're able
I mean,
to
you're a
use
lot
it.
taller than I am, man. I am a short boy. I am a shorty. But
Oh man, yeah.
you dwarf me. You're our very own Buddy the Elf when you come into
Yeah.
these places.
Sometimes I gotta.
Do you have to
crouch
duck?
down.
Do you have to duck when you come
Some of
in the
these
doors?
walkways, I'm like, oh geez, if I stand all the way up, I might.
Oh man!
But like I
Wow.
have terrible posture to balance that out.
What are we gonna
so
do when we have Elijah Cornell come in here? He's not gonna be able to.
We'll have to like just drill the door frame. We'll have to
There
make
we
it a
go.
little more tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to do what we got to do to.
We got to
get
do
our
what we got to
Entrance
do.
with Sun Player of the Week in here. I mean,
Yeah. Well, so let's go to our final thoughts for this episode. What are you thinking? Like Stonington Bears, obviously, like basketball season we're right in the thick of it. We have less than a month left. I think that the final Stonington game of the regular season is February 20th. So we're coming up on it, man. We're coming up on it. It's already January 24th.
Time is flying. Time is definitely flying.
Hold on. I'm winking at Caleb. It's January 24th.
Yes.
Not Thursday night right now.
Nope.
It's not Thursday night. And congratulations, I'm assuming, to the Stonington Bears for winning both of their games on Friday night.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Because why wouldn't they?
why wouldn't they? After
Why
the
wouldn't they?
performance
Yeah.
I got to witness on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't say last night. It was
Yeah.
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. It's
I wouldn't
Saturday
doubt
morning,
it.
baby.
Mm-hmm. Saturday morning sports talk. And what else do you need?
No,
But-
absolutely. So, okay. So, final thoughts. We would love to get some interviews with some players and some coaches, and get Caleb more ingratiated with the Stonington community. So,
Oh yeah.
we will reach out to the coaches, to both Coach Solar and Coach Wozencroft, and get that going. But yeah, Caleb, how excited are you to be covering the Bears?
I mean, I'm super excited. Part of me, that Westerly Bulldog inside of me, can feel a little guilty, but I am so excited.
You don't care. You don't. You left the Bulldogs to go play for the Waves to begin with.
Yeah.
You
that
were
is
a
true.
traitor to the boys in blue a long time ago, my
Oh.
friend.
Yeah, but no, I'm so excited to be covering this. It looks like a really fun team with the boys, and I'm so looking forward to covering some of these girls' games too. I mean, a team with that core that only has a couple of older players. The young teams are always fun.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're still fighting and are above 500, that's awesome and so impressive from where they're at.
Could not agree with you more. This has been delightful, Caleb. I think that you can stick around. You're not fired. So
Hooray!
I know that you didn't necessarily think that was something that was going to happen today. It could have. I could have fired you right on the spot.
That would have been. I mean, who would you have talked to?
Nobody.
Oh,
Nobody.
would have kicked me out for nobody.
I would have kicked you out. I would have just talked to an empty chair. I would have been like, "What are your thoughts on Elijah Cornell?" And the chair would have been like, 6'7". All right. Well, thank you to all of our advertisers scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Caleb, you look to see Caleb's face around the bear cave, and should be a lot of fun. I want to thank all of our community partners scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can check out their ads every single day when we are covering Stonington High School sports. You can also go to 321media.com and check out our business directory and find out which local businesses support Stonington High School sports in the area. So thank you guys so much. We want to thank our presenting sponsor, Lathrop Insurance. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. Here in Rhode Island, we take pride in taking care of our own. At Lathrop Insurance, we have spent 86 years helping families and businesses protect what matters most. Whether it's your home, your business, or the legacy you're building, our team is here to provide peace of mind through customized insurance solutions. We're proud to support high school sports across Rhode Island because when our community grows stronger, we all win. Lathrop Insurance. Personalized protection, local expertise. Visit lathropinsurance.com to see how we can protect what matters most to you.